encore une fois et de Suffolk, l'initiative Beachcomber World Club 10's. On va faire d'abord un tour de table. On est là aujourd'hui pour le draw qui va se faire à l'arrière, donc on vous donnera le temps de tourner les caméras tout à l'heure. Mais pour le moment, on va faire le point, on va parler des équipes qui sont là et on aura le feeling des sponsors, du ministère sur l'importance du rugby et comment est-ce que c'est en train de prendre dans le pays. Donc juste pour faire un tour de table, je vais faire dans l'ordre. Janes Kirsten, I hope I didn't get your name wrong, qui était un Springboks player under 20 et qui est maintenant dans le Super Rugby Squad et qui est un joueur des Blue Bulls qui a été équipe championne l'année dernière du Club 10's. François Venin va nous rejoindre de Beachcomber. John Phelps, je crois qu'on ne le présente plus, qui est le CEO de Canada. Le monsieur à côté de lui, on n'a pas besoin de présenter. Kevin non plus, je crois, qui est le président de la Rugby Union.
Toi, tu crois, c'est sûr. C'est moi.
Non, on n'a pas besoin de présenter. Monsieur Boudin, qui est le permanent secrétaire du ministère, et Jamba Ulango, I got it right?
Yes.
Okay. Qui est un Springboks player et un Blitzboks 7's player, et aussi de l'équipe qui avait gagné l'année dernière. Donc on a deux co-costauds avec nous. Très rapidement, je vais passer la parole d'abord à John, qui va nous parler de là où on est arrivé pour le Rugby Club 10's et des deux dernières équipes qui ont déjà, donc là maintenant tout le monde confirme. To you. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Minister, for hosting us today for the official draw. I think before we move on to that, we just want to announce a few initiatives for this year's tournament as well. As Marina said, this is our third year in Mauritius, and it's been a very exciting and interesting journey so far, and we've learned a huge amount of lessons along the way. For this third edition, we've been working very closely with Beachcomber in terms of what we want to do with the tournament and how we want it presented and how to showcase everything we can around Beachcomber and Mauritius and everything it has to offer. So after sort of 30 years in the business, I always find that the year one of any event when you're going to a new country, new host, is always an eye-opening experience. Year two, we focused in particular here for the tournament on the quality of the rugby and ensuring that the quality and the standard was at the highest level. And I think last year's tournament demonstrated that with the Bulls and the Cheetahs and the other teams bringing very strong squads. And again, we will see that rise again in the third year. Year two was also about increasing our global TV exposure, which we did significantly. And last year's tournament went out to 126 countries around the world. So year three really for us is, again, I said, working with our sponsors, in particular Beachcomber, is really very much about the spectator experience and ensuring that they have an amazing experience and really understand how close and they can get to the players. So with that in mind, what we've done is we've moved to Gros Caillou for this year. Several reasons for that, and I'll go through those now. One was obviously location. We wanted to move to a more central point in Mauritius to have more accessibility for fans and spectators. And also it gave us a chance to use all of the hotels that Beachcomber have in the north and in the west. So the teams are now going to be spread across 6 different hotels, which is great from a promotional and an experience point of view. The flexibility that gives us at Gros Caillou, they have a pitch there already, which we'll convert into a rugby pitch, and then we will build all the hospitality and the seating around it. And something that I've seen change in the last 18 months, 2 years in sporting events around the world is this push on spectator experience. You know, we see on television an awful lot of very empty stadiums nowadays. People want to get close and personal. So this is what we're really going to try and achieve and really put a Mauritian experience for everyone there. We will also build a second pitch at Gros Caillou because they have so much space, so that the amateur teams can also play at the same venue. And again, this is very much for the development of rugby, and that people can get close and meet these guys, these professional guys, and have a chance to have a drink with them and chat with them and have lunch with them during the day. Because as you know, we spread over the whole day and the whole period, so there's plenty of time for access. As I said, we will also move to a 3-day tournament. So we will start on Friday afternoon. And again, that is just, another learning from us is, from the quality and the player welfare perspective for the players, for the senior players, but also just not getting people up too early on a Sunday morning. We want people to come on the Sunday afternoon and enjoy the finals and the semi-finals and the final and see some great rugby. But we'll start on Friday. We'll start in the afternoon with one round of pool matches, and it's a great opportunity. We'll keep all the players and the teams there, so it's a great opportunity for fans to come along and meet the players and have a drink with them. At that time, we're also looking to do with the Rugby Union, with their CSR and development programs, to have several hundred kids coming along that day to come and meet the players as well. So a lot of exciting initiatives coming on. But this year is really going to be a huge beachcomber experience, I think, from what we're going to develop. Next week, so we're starting now really with the push for 8 weeks to go to the tournament. So next week the tickets will go on sale through Atayo. Hospitality packages will go on sale as well. As I said, the teams are now ready. Obviously, as of in the next 15 minutes, we'll know who's going to play who and who's lining up each other. But this third year for us is very much about cementing this tournament as probably one of the most unique rugby tournaments in the world. So we're very excited about that. Lastly, but by certainly no means least, today we're delighted to announce that Air Mauritius and Samurai Sports have joined the family as global partners, and Volkswagen have re-signed as the official car for the tournament as well. So we're delighted to have those brands back on board again. So, but thank you very much.
Thanks, John. We'll go directly to you, Kevin.
Yes, c'est bon.
And we'll close with Mr. Minister. And give some
On attend, we hope.
Pas de
souci, pas de souci.
Kevin, what would be interesting as well is to know how much that tournament has helped with the reach of rugby in Mauritius. I think it's helped a lot because even my daughters are playing rugby now. So, yeah.
Bonjour à tous, merci d'être venus et merci Monsieur le Ministre de vous accueillir pour cette conférence de presse. Pour le Mauritius Union, la deuxième année de tournoi a fait beaucoup de bien concernant le rugby mauricien. Pour preuve, aujourd'hui, on a beaucoup de filles qui jouent au rugby. Avant, personne ne jouait au rugby. On a un championnat filles qui jouent au rugby. Il y a les filles qui vont partir l'année prochaine jouer le championnat d'Afrique. Et ça, c'est jamais vu dans l'histoire du rugby à Maurice. On a, depuis le tournoi, on a monté 2 autres équipes. Il y a le Port-Louis Rangers, le Port-Louis Sailors et le Mocha Rangers. C'est-à-dire que le rugby se développe petit à petit grâce au tournoi de World Cup 10, de Beachcomber World Cup 10. Ça nous apporte de plus en plus d'images, que ce soit à la télé ou dans les journaux. Ça nous donne beaucoup de presse et ça, j'en remercie beaucoup parce que la dernière fois, on en avait parlé, parce que le rugby n'était pas très vu dans les journaux. Aujourd'hui, on a des papiers, on a surtout des résultats. Je prends l'exemple des petits jeunes qui sont partis à Monaco de U12, qui leur technique de jeu et leur niveau de jeu qui se rivalisent avec l'Italie, avec la Suisse qu'on a battue, l'Italie qu'on a battue, la Géorgie. Si on arrive petit à petit à montrer aux petits jeunes la façon de jouer et l'esprit de rugby, je pense que d'ici 4-5 ans, on aura vraiment une très belle équipe de rugby mauricienne. Voilà un petit peu ce que le World Club 10 nous a apporté et j'espère que ça nous apportera encore plus. Ensuite, John disait gros caillou, et je trouve que gros caillou, on va surtout emmener presque toute la famille pour venir voir jouer le rugby. Ça sera une fête familiale, parce que les jeunes, la plupart des jeunes, comme les grassroots, que ce soit de Bellone, que ce soit de Port-Louis, ou que ce soit ailleurs, on va essayer de tous les emmener voir les vedettes qui sont là, plus d'autres qui vont venir, pour leur montrer un petit peu, parce que le rugby, les vedettes sont abordables. Et ça, tous les jeunes qu'on a vus, on a vu même le jeune de foot tout à l'heure prendre des photos avec nos deux sportifs. C'est ça aussi le rugby. Et c'est ça ce qu'on a envie d'apporter à Maurice. Et c'est ça et que le Beachcomber nous apporte. Le Beachcomber World Club nous apporte aussi. Voilà. Merci.
Merci Kevin. Tu disais abordable, j'abonde dans ce sens. Last year, we were together in a school in Congo, Saint-Jean-Rayon in Congo, and the children were all over these players, and they played together, and they taught them how to pass the ball, so it was an absolutely heartwarming experience with them. Yannis, I don't know if you can tell us about your experience in Mauritius last year and what it brings back as memories are a good one.
Thank you for having us. It's an honor to be here. Last year when we heard about the Mauritius 10's tournament at the Bulls, we weren't very familiar with we know Mauritius as a holiday destination, and we weren't familiar with the 10's format. But we were very excited to come here, and when we arrived, we were really impressed with the beauty of the country and how organized it was. Beachcomber really went out of their way to facilitate us and exceeded all our expectations. The facilities is really world class, and it was really fun. We couldn't ask for better for preparing for the tournament even and so forth. And the tournament, it's definitely one of the most enjoyable tournaments I was at ever. I wouldn't mind coming back here every year, and and I think that goes for all the players that was here. We still speak very highly of the tournament, and everybody was wishing they'll just expand the squad so that everybody can come and play here in June. And it was one of the best experiences of my life, and even the vibe and the people, we really enjoyed it, and so we want to say thank you very much for hosting such a great event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now to you, Jamba, it will be your first experience in Mauritius. Did you come ever before, or is it your first
No,
time?
it's definitely my first time.
So now discovery time.
Yes, this is my very first time, and it's been great to be here.
So what does a Springboks player coming to play for World Club 10's? What are your expectations?
Now, like Jonas said earlier, the guys came back to South Africa with a new vigor and new excitement about Mauritius. Like you said, Mauritius is just known for its beautiful beaches and the great hospitality. For us, the guys who are back in South Africa, we feel excited to come here, especially the guys who didn't have the opportunity to come last year. It's a great platform for the guys to just showcase their talent against some of the best teams that are going to come and perform on this great platform. And as a Springbok player, yes, I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of places, but I have to say Mauritius is one of the most beautiful places I've seen. And like John mentioned earlier, we don't just want to have a spectacle for the fans, but we also want to impart on the kids that are going to be there, because we as the Blue Bulls realize that the kids are the backbone of the development of rugby in the whole country. And we see the importance of developing them and to just showcase how lovely and how nice rugby really is. And also the fact that it also brings different cultures together. And you can see different areas of the world so that you can enlarge your mindset of how the world outside there looks like. So we're definitely looking forward to this tournament, and we're definitely going to bring a strong team to defend our title, John. And we're really excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah, our captain t-shirt from last year, so you better win again.
We definitely going to win.
Thanks a lot. Monsieur le ministre, on termine avec vous, si vous voulez
D'accord.
dire quelques mots.
So, first of all, welcome everybody. Yannis, Jamba. I hope you will be having a very good time here in Mauritius. And as you can see, the rugby union here in Mauritius is trying through sports to promote the island. And I would like to congratulate you for that. for bringing the country, the island, which is known for its beaches and so on. But through this tournament, people all around the world can see that in Mauritius, we are also a sports nation, and we try to push hard to develop sports in Mauritius. Félicitations au Rugby Union, 3e année, et c'est pas évident, il y a beaucoup de préparation, there's a lot of work to do, et avec le soutien de Beachcomber. Donc, je suis sûr que cette 3e année sera une très très belle année avec de très jolis résultats. Et je tenais aussi à féliciter le Rugby Union pour tout le travail qu'ils font pour le rugby mauricien. Pas plus loin que la semaine d'avant. Donc on a été pour lancer le Port Louis Sailors à Rochebois. Et donc c'est formidable de voir que le rugby va aller partout à travers le pays et va aller partout à travers la République de Maurice. Parce que je sais aussi que vous avez un travail à aller faire à Rodrigue. Vous allez sillonner Rodrigue pour emmener le rugby et aller encourager nos jeunes Rodriguais, les jeunes Mauriciens, à rentrer dans le rugby. Donc, je vous souhaite bon courage pour le tournoi. You will need a lot of vitamins for the tournament. Et donc, bon courage pour le tournoi et nous invitons la population à venir. Nous invitons la population à venir assister à ces matchs, à voir les géants courir partout à gauche et à droite sur le terrain. Et donc, nous, au niveau du ministère, bien sûr, nous ne pouvons que soutenir et encourager ce genre d'initiative. Et permettez-moi aussi de dire un petit mot avant de terminer. Contrairement à ce qu'une personne est en train de dire en ce moment, pas toute fédération qui pourrit. Il y a des fédérations qui travaillent très bien et il y a des fédérations qui font beaucoup d'efforts pour monter le sport dans le pays. Et moi, je vous félicite encore une fois. Je vous félicite toute l'équipe parce que vous mettez beaucoup d'énergie dedans. Donc, je vous suis. Je suis très souvent avec vous dans ce que vous faites. Il y a beaucoup d'énergie dedans. Et c'est le sport, c'est le rugby qui va sortir gagnant. Good luck, everybody, for all the teams. And have a nice time here.
Merci beaucoup et merci au nom du World Beachcomber World Club 10's pour votre soutien. They're going to do that the first time in 2016, so the first one will be playing with the teams.
We're looking at that for the Africa Pacific Dragons. We're working with the Rugby Union to see if there are any candidates. Because, as you can see, the quality of the standard rugby is now world class. This is Super Rugby level, this is top 14 level, so we have to ensure that the players are up to it. But even if there aren't any, I think there are 1 or 2 from what I understand, so we'll look at that, but we'll certainly get them involved in the squads so that they can train and have that experience anyway, because that's part of that learning curve.
Maybe to the players, what do you think about the draw? What do you think about the draw, the pools?
Very exciting, and I think it's strength against strength. So there's no weak team in the draws. So it's gonna be a great side of good competition, and it's gonna be good for the fans and for the public at large to come and watch and enjoy the rugby.
Actually, last year the quality of rugby was and the competition was much higher than expected. You know, we even lost the match, but we still managed to win the tournament. So, yeah, anything is possible. It's great standards of rugby.
Y aura-t-il une démonstration des équipes mauriciennes?
Il y aura des équipes mauriciennes qui vont jouer. On va faire un petit championnat sur l'autre pitch concernant par rapport au tournoi pro. Comme l'année dernière, pareil. Et cette fois-ci, ça sera juste à côté. Ils n'auront plus besoin d'aller sur les autres terrains.
Qu'est-ce qui vous a poussé à aller sur 3 jours? Généralement, les 2 années, on a fait samedi, dimanche, maintenant on fait vendredi, samedi. Quel est un peu le concept? Pour avoir changé le concept? 3 days. 3 days.
So we talked to the teams afterwards, and what we found was because the quality of the rugby had increased, and Yanis will probably tell you, by Sunday afternoon, by the final, the guys were out on their feet. It's warm anyway, but the level of competition was so hard. So we particularly spoke to the Rules afterwards, and we started looking at how can we help from a player welfare. So we played one match on the Friday, we then played 3 matches on Saturday, but then the guys have a little bit longer in the morning to recuperate and rest, and then they're ready to go for the semis and the finals. So hopefully that's going to help you boys. But it worked from, also we felt that it would work from a spectator experience, as we said. It means people can come a little bit later on a Sunday, so the semis will start from lunchtime. It's an ideal time to come along and spend half a day watching some great rugby and enjoying yourself.
You said that the tickets are being sold at Ontario. It's one ticket for 3 days or one ticket per day?
You can buy each day as well. We're doing a 3-day ticket, but there's also individual days as well.
The price would be around?
Friday is 100 rupees. Saturday is 200. Sunday is 250, and it's 500 for a 3-day pass. So in line with what we've been the last couple of years.
For super good teams.
Yeah.
It's a bargain.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it's my first experience here in Mauritius. I'm expecting a great crowd, great intensity on the field, and great atmosphere overall. Just enjoying ourselves, because Mauritius is known to be a very great holiday destination, but we don't want to make it a holiday destination, but a destination for us to improve our rugby and to enjoy ourselves.
Obviously, the Sharks, they're a very good team, so it's going to be tough beating them. But overall, there's world-class teams, so I don't think there's going to be an easy game. Like last year, all the teams were very good standards, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And like I said, you can even lose a match and still win the tournament. So looking forward for a hard, tough competition.
Okay, thank you, and wish you both good luck.